Alright guys, so back after that little call out last night, and when I did that breakdown last night I got called out again half an hour later, but I left the director in bed. Yeah, so anyway, it is another day, and today we've got Finbar just turned up from Express Welding, and he's brought us a couple of items. What you brought, Finn?
Bought the Hypertherm PowerMax 105 sink to do some gouging and flush cut.
Flush cut, yeah. Lorch set.
And the Lorch is a P4500 heavy duty MIG, which we're going to do some ARCAIR on as well. Yeah, so we'll show you in a minute, boys. So we've got the ARCAIR versus the plasma. Yeah, so this is a plasma PowerMax Hypertherm 105 sink, and we're going to run it with a different cartridge than what we've got in there so far. So that's just a cut cartridge, flush cut, and then we've got the flush cut, right? And this whole process is to test which will be the best to cut the hangers off this bucket. Right, now this bucket is a high tilt bucket off a Cat 982M loader, and it's going to be fitted to a Doosan DL 550. So all these hangers need to come off. So we've got a mixture of 30mm plate, 25mm plate, and we're even stepping up to about 100mm of cutting there. So at some point we will have to go onto the gas to cut through this back piece here, because it goes through to a much bigger thickness, as you can see here. Yeah, so we've got a P series Lorch 4500, which will actually run some 8mm carbons on with the air arc director. So that is an 8mm carbon. That is the torch, and all you do is we'll plug an air line into this. And what I am actually going to do now is, I have Finbar here. Okay. And he is the main man at Express Cutting and Welding Services on Walton Summit, Preston. So I'm just going to hand over to him and let him explain these two sets. Put your mic on there, Finbar. Thank you. So the P series, as we call it, it's Lorch's heavy duty platform for sort of heavy duty welding shipyards, big buckets like you've got here. 450 amp, 380 amp at 100% duty cycle. So it gives us the opportunity to do a bit of ARCAIR gouging as well as your MIG welding with 1.2 wire.
What wire have we got in there?
At the moment, what we're running in this is just a solid wire, but it's ESAB's top of the range solid wire called a Ristorod.
Oh, I used to buy that a few years back.
Which is an uncoppered wire with a special coating on it to reduce spatter. It's a very nice wire. Going back to the machine, the P series also features what we call Speed Arc XT. So Speed Arc XT is a special program that allows us to weld up to 20% faster maybe, depending on the conditions and what we're doing. So the machine is very economic. Although it's quite an expensive machine, you can sort of get your money back over a few years on the time savings. So it also gives a more focused arc and less spatter.
And this is the new torch?
Yep, this is the LMS range of torches.
And the water goes right up?
To the double cooled.
Double cooled?
Yeah, right into the...
So this never actually gets hot at all, this net?
Right up to here, cools the nozzle, and then it cools right to the back of the tip as well, with a special cooling system. So it runs very cool, very nice.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do some test pieces that we've got on the trestles here, and then from the test pieces we'll go to the bucket. Yeah, but the only thing that I'm thinking about when it comes to air arc and plasma is when you're coming into certain areas, like getting up into here and things like that, you know, the gouging is going to take over at that point. But I'm interested to see how the plasma cuts straight through the weld, the plate and the weld on the opposite side. Yeah, it will cut 50mm thin, will it?
It'll cut 50mm, yeah. It should go through the fillet weld both sides and the actual plate. So,
do you want to talk about the 105?
The 105, this is the latest system, what we call the sync system, and we've done away with the old traditional cartridge, the traditional consumable stack, and now it's an all-in-one cartridge. It has a lot of advantages over the older system. The older system, all the different components used to come end of life at different times.
Yeah.
So people would change a chip, change an electrode, change a swirl ring, not necessarily in the right order.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I started using these on our 85 and they're lasting miles longer
Yes,
than,
yes.
than the old consumables.
So what we've also got on here,
you can connect these to
you
your
can
phone.
connect these to your
Yeah.
phone. And if we look at this one here, what we've got the usage data, and you can see on there, this is a cartridge that's come end of life, and we've got 3 hours and 48 minutes of transferred arc time, which is, we used to say about 2.5 hours of arc time out of the old consumables.
So if you've got,
this is a major,
if you've got 3 or 4 plasmas running in a workshop,
yeah,
and you're a boss and you want to know what's happening, it's very easy for them to look at, yeah?
it is easy for them to look at, but the other thing is they've also improved the cut quality.
Yeah.
So the cutting performance on these is absolutely superb.
Yeah.
When we
As we will find out.
when we plug them in, it's just a quarter turn.
Yeah.
Here. We don't need to alter it here, which you can do if you want, but we can also alter it
So you can alter the amps on the gun.
on the gun here. For safety, we've also, this is a lock torch, so we can enable the torch here, or disable it here. So, yeah. Now, the clever thing is, the cartridge has an RFID chip inside it. So what it does is it talks back to the machine. So all the data from the cartridge is also held in the machine.
Yeah.
So
as soon as you put that different cartridge on, the machine will know.
this is a gouging cartridge, all colour coded. So you got the green for gouging. As soon as we do that, the machine, when I switch on the torch, automatically switches to gouging.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and the flush cut.
and the flush cut, it'll go back, because it's a cutting process, it's flush cut. As we switch on the torch, it'll go back to cutting.
Yeah.
So it eliminates errors basically with the
Yeah.
consumables.
Yeah.
It's been out about 18 months to 2 years now, and we're having a lot of success with these. They're
Right, so
fantastic.
I'm interested to use this, so shall we give that a whirl?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
Right. Right, so we're in flush cut. We're set at 105. So what we want to be doing is we'll put that flush with the plate resting on the plate like that. Yeah? Now then, this, for everybody, is the first time I've ever used flush cut for starters. And first time I've ever used a 105. So let's just see how it goes. Right, so I could have gone a bit closer there.
But we can wash now.
Well, you could wash it away, but what I want to try and do now, I just want to try and do another cut and see how close I can get. Yeah?
That's effectively the wash anyway. Yeah.
Let's just have a look now.
Bob.
I must admit that is quite impressive, yeah. So, really, I could have done that on the first cut. Right, so I suppose now really you could change that cartridge, or would you flush again with that?
You don't need to change the cartridge.
You could just go again with that.
We could change it to the gouging cartridge.
Yeah.
But all you do is you can just turn it down on the torch here.
Yeah.
Just turn it down a couple of notches so it's a bit more gentle, and then just wash it away.
Right, so I'm just going to turn it down. Yeah, so about there, halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what amps are we saying on there, Director? 65?
Be nice and gentle.
Right, let's have a look. Right, so I was trying to wash it back then to the original, yeah? So washed it back to the original plate. So but if I'd have turned it up a little bit more, I suppose I could have got right through all that.
Probably, yeah. You could try also the gouging cartridge if you wanted. It's just a simple matter of pulling that off and sticking that on.
Right, so we've just changed the cartridge to the gouging cartridge now. Full power.
So that's 85 amps on this particular cartridge. What you'll see is you'll get a finger of plasma and it'll J off at the end, but you want to keep it nice and flat onto it. 85 amps might dig in, so just go careful. All right.
Right, I took a bit too much off there to be doing it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can just turn this down. Yeah, you soon got the hang of that. Turn it right down.
Yeah.
And do it again. You just do this little edge here along the front. So just click it down on the...
Down to 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was better.
Yeah.
Doing that like that.
Yeah.
So having it on full power, that was...
It digs in a little bit on 85 amps. I never use it quite that high.
Yeah. So. Right, so... should we try... the gouging? With the... ARCAIR.
So we're going to switch the P-series from MIG, where we had it before. And we're going to switch it to MMA. It asks us to confirm because this is going to go live now. So, MMA, yes. So check polarity. ARCAIR gouging. We have the torch in the positive. So this is the positive on this machine anyway. And so this carbon will run between sort of 350 to 450 amps an 8mm carbon. This machine, although it's a 450 on MMA, it's a 380. But it's 380, and then when you dig the carbon in, it'll give you a bit more. So it's got arc force on top of that. So, but 380 is right in the middle of the range of the carbon. So it does an 8mm carbon okay. The 550 version would be better.
Yeah.
Because we can go to 480 amps for gouging. So...
well, you're telling me you brought wrong set.
Pardon?
You're telling me you brought wrong set.
No. Just don't have 550 amp sets just sat laying around.
Right, well let's have a... I'll let you have a this thing, yeah?
Yeah, okay. So, the ARCAIR process, we use a lot of amps. We want a minimum, if we turn around to the machine, it's running at 80 volts open circuit. More volts the better really. So, it uses a lot of power, this ARCAIR, but it wastes a lot as well, so we get a lot of noise, and we can't really direct the arc apart from all around the end of the carbon, so the arc concentration isn't as good as plasma. but it is still a very, very good process. One of the big advantages is that the profile that you get from the actual carbon tends to be the shape of the groove that you get in the job, so you can do very accurate grooves with it. So,
well then bang some out.
Yeah, let's have a do. Oh, and the other thing is shield on the back of your hands.
Yeah, get rid of some of them.
Yeah. Okay, puts the air on. What we're looking for is a more consistent sound than that. So what I was doing was, it was blowing the metal away as I'm approaching it. I wasn't resting correctly, so I couldn't get a really smooth run on it. The smoother you get it, what you want is a continuous roar off it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you tell me, you change settings or?
No, it's just me.
Right. Oh, I'm impressed with that.
Gone into the bottom of the plate.
Yeah, but just how fast it takes it out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what we're looking for, what ARCAIR is great at, is you can actually see the line where we've actually gone through. So we've gone in enough. I've dug in here a bit because I got the wrong angle because we haven't really got a proper bench. Right, Baz is going to have a do now.
I've never done it,
like
so
a proper welder.
I'm going to have a do now. Alright, so I've heard there's a bit of skill involved here, so I'm going to, this is WELDERFABBER's first time ever on the ARCAIR. So we'll give it a go. We're going to have a few practice runs before we actually attack the bucket, yeah? So let's see how it goes. Right, so we've tucked into the plate quite a bit there, haven't we? The further down we come.
Just torch angle, just the carbon angle.
Right, so that's because I'm going more like that than like that. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so let's just pull this front out a touch more. Let's just try this again. Yeah. There is a bit of technique involved here. Isn't it? Yeah, so there's definitely a bit of technique involved with that. But I can't believe how fast it just takes that off.
It does, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It does, yeah.
That is quite impressive.
You see what I mean about the actual, it adopts, the groove adopts the shape of the carbon.
Yeah, so...
Which is an advantage.
So rather...
Gives you control.
Obviously I'm used to stick welding then, and I was giving it that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But on the second time, you're giving it that, push faster.
Yep.
Within an hour, perfect it.
Yep.
No problem. So
Yep.
we will be doing that on the bucket. Well, thanks for coming over, Finn. Are you going to leave these sets with you for a week?
Yeah, we'll let you carry on the trial on the bucket and see what happens.
Yeah. Sound. We'll get Callum on them. Right, so Finn's very kindly going to lend us these 2 sets to have a play with, yeah? So what we have actually just done is put the plasma on here and it's just shot through that in no time. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the lads to it, just bang, get all this big lump out the way, and then we'll get the air arc and have a practice on the welds once it's out the way, yeah? But I just want to see some movement getting this out of the way. But Finn, have you got anything to say before you go?
Yeah, the sink systems at the moment are actually on offer from Hypertherm. So there's a cashback offer for trade-ins. We're not particularly fussy about what trade-in we get. It could be an old cutting torch or anything. So this machine at the moment, it's up till the 15th of November, there's £500 cashback off that. And you can see it on my website.
Yeah, just go on your website.
expressweld.co.uk.
Yeah, sound. So I appreciate that, Finn.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And as always, we've got plenty to do. Let's go. Alright guys, so back to the Cat 982 loader bucket. The lads did work on a bit last night and started cutting the hangers off with the plasma. This is where they got up to. So basically what I've told them to do, yeah, get all the big lumps out of the way and then we can attack it with the gouging and the air arc. So we just gassed this big lump off. All the other bits have been plasmaed off. And what I really want to do here now is a bit of an exercise, as because we've never used the air arc before, especially these carbons, ARCAIR, air arc, whatever you want to call them, yeah. But so we're new to these, yeah. I know they've been around a long time, but we're new to them. So I want all these big lumps out of the way, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the lads have a play about with it and try and get it dialed in so they can get used to using these, because we are going to start using these more in the future. Alright, so I reckon director put a bit of a time lapse on here, yeah, because we've got to go out. Right, so we're just dropping the van off at Inchfit, yeah. So if you watched the last chapter, you'd have seen that we were coming and we booked it in for some deadlocks. There you go, lad.
You alright?
Yeah, mate. Alright, bud.
Nice to see you.
Right, what time are we thinking? Can we do it like rapid or
Dinner time-ish.
dinner time?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get it in first thing. We've got 2 lads on it.
Yeah.
We'll get camera locks
Get
on.
locks on.
Get the camera
Camera. If the visor comes, bang on. If it doesn't,
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we'll sort that
another
way.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a bell as soon as it's ready.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, mate.
Alright, guys.
Cheers, bud.
See you later.
We got to go and see the fox. Alright guys, so we've had the meeting with Foxy, yeah? So, as you can tell, I've got a big smile on my face, yeah? The director's got a big smile on his face, and Foxy's got a smile on his face. So, the big news is that Foxy is now a partner within WELDERFABBER Limited, yeah? So, WELDERFABBER Limited is my own company that I set up only 12 months ago. Yeah, we only started doing the YouTube, what, 6 months ago, say? But we've only started doing the recent chapters 12 weeks ago. So 12 weeks in, and we've gone over 20,000 subs already. Yeah, so I find that very, very humbling that we're over 20,000 subs at this such a short period of time. Yeah, so just thinking 12 months time where this channel could be if people keep following us like they are doing and subscribing, liking and putting the comments out there that they're actually putting out there, because all the comments that I've read so far, 99% of them are all very positive comments. Yeah, so the other good thing that came out of the meeting was if the channel gets to a certain level, right, so a certain level of subscribers, that is, he'll let me collaborate with anybody around the world, right? So if there's other people around the world that want to collaborate with me, come at me for one. And you guys out there that are following me, let me know in the comments who you'd like me to collaborate with, yeah? So, also within that meeting, there's a lot more to it than that, yeah? But I'm going to tell you all the time within the Chronicles, because obviously there's a lot to tell you, and I don't want to tell you all just now, but there's more to come with what happened in that meeting. But the main thing is, Foxy is now a partner, and I'm a partner with Foxy. Yeah, so that's number one. So yeah, well happy with that. Well happy with the way the channel's going and moving forward. And I appreciate every single one of you that subscribed, yeah, so cheers for that. So now we're just going to go into a few questions. Questions, comments, whatever you want to call them, yeah. So we've got one off the old Big Moose. Baz, it's none of my business, but just wondering, because of the freedom that you have to move and film and have the director do the filming, do you have your own company within the Fox Group where you do the maintenance from? Brilliant work on the crusher, good common sense, get the job done, but be safe in the process. Well, safety number one always, yeah. Well then, that is quite a good question, but I have just answered a bit of that within what I've just told you. But it all comes with earning respect and loyalty over the years, yeah. So Foxy bought Clive plant 3 years ago. I had a good relationship with Clive like I do with Paul Fox now, yeah, and it's all about respect. And not only that, I go about round filming all my jobs every day, putting it on a story, mainly showing people how the job can be done and how fast it can be done. Now all these bosses, they all see it, everybody sees it, yeah, so it's all about getting that respect from the boss to be able to do what I do within a company. Right, so we got one here from Liam Fitz Live 4679. Watching from Ireland and loving it. Going to buy some merch off you guys soon. Fingers crossed. Well, cheers for watching, starters, and cheers for purchasing merch. And we have had issues with merch, I'll be honest with you. We've had issues with deliveries taking too long. But now the Fox is involved, that will be completely ironed out. Yeah, stock levels are going up. And hopefully soon it will be next day delivery. So yeah, apologies if it's took so long to get it. I mean, some of you have been waiting 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be honest with you, because we didn't anticipate the levels, but hopefully now that's buttoned up and ironed out. So cheers for that one. Right, so we've got an errand 5843. I see you over in Ibiza, big fella. Didn't want to come over and annoy you with your lady friend in Ibiza. You should have come and seen me, lad. I'd have bought you a cocktail round pool. Cheers anyway. The beef as well. Yeah, when I come off the plane from Ibiza, when I got back, one of the guys with our business on in the airport went, "WELDERFABBER." Yeah, I'm like, whoa. Honestly, I find it really overwhelming, yeah, so, yeah, really appreciate it, all you watching it. Cheers. Right, so we've got a Sean Hall 2901. Don't ever change the realness of the channel, Baz. It's what sets you apart from all the rest. And like you say, fair play to the Fox for letting you show the good and the bad. Seems a proper, decent, down-to-earth bloke. Watching him with Michael O'Donovan was funny. Love the way you like to help others build their businesses as well. Well, yeah, I mean, Michael O'Donovan's pretty cool, isn't he? If you watch Asheville. But Foxy, I mean, yeah, he is a down-to-earth bloke. He's a cool boss, you know. We have a really good relationship, yeah, so... Yeah, what can I say about that, really? Do you know, fair play to the Fox from me too. And yeah, I'm never going to change. Do you know, I'm never going to change the way we do it, the way we set up. It is a one-take shot, you know, that's why it's not as crisp as other channels, yeah. We're not going to, oh, do it again, do it again, do it again. It's one take and that's it, yeah, so we're not wasting time. So if it is a little bit up and down here and there, that's why, yeah. So, very humbling to all you watching, and I appreciate it, yeah. Right, I'm sure you're bored enough of my voice by now, so let me know where you'd like me to go in the world in the comments, eh? And I've got to get back to work. See you in a bit. Right, we're back to into shoe fit now to pick the van up. So them little bad boys out. Oh, and the little reversing camera up there. Let's go get the keys. Alright. Where are they all? Right, knock it off. Here she is. It all done, buttoned up?
All done, dusted. There we go. This is your job sheet.
Right.
And this is your lubricant.
For the locks?
For the locks, yeah. Do you want to go have a look?
Yeah, let's go and have a look, yeah. Come on.
So
right, let me just put these out of the way, yeah, first.
So you've got T-series hook locks.
T-series hook locks, yeah?
Yeah, high side and high barn.
Yeah, let's just have a scout at them. Right, so she's locked there now.
And then unlock and then pull out.
Back off.
There we go.
Right, sound. Back. Sound, so as easy as that, yeah?
Easy as that.
Let's have a look at this.
Make sure you lubricate your locks with nothing non-silicone based.
Right.
So not WD-40.
Not WD-40.
No, the one that I've just supplied you with.
Yeah. That's good. So if you look at this side director. So that is a top quality lock, is it, that one?
It is, yeah. Anti-drill lock and T-series.
Anti-drill lock T-series.
Yeah.
Right. We've got the same at the back.
Same on the line.
So this is just a little bit of extra added security to the van, among everything else that it's got already. Let's take a look at the camera in the van, let's see how good the image is on the screen. Right. So, if it'll work. Let's have a nose, you know. Oh, who's that? That's the director. That's quite a clear image, that. Oh, I'm impressed with that. That's bang on. That's bang on. Right, cheers, Sam.
Thank you so much.
For the handover.
Take care. Thank you.
And we'll just go over to Graham, just have a little chat about InstraFit and what we've got in the back of here.
So this is one of our fleet conversions. We do full fleet conversions for few big customers. We're a Sortamore approved dealer. This is one of our Sortamore racking kits. We've also got the Rhino equipment on there as well. We also do free fleet tracking or non-contract tracking as well. We're
What's that roof?
It's a ladder store.
You put that on?
Yep. So we can put a ladder up there. All this kit pulls backwards. So easy loading of your triple sets of ladders and things like that.
Yeah, sound. So that's us buttoned up here. We better get back and check, see how the lads are doing with that bucket. So thanks for that.
No worries.
All right.
Don't forget, it's a 10% discount on all T-Series hook locks from us.
10% discount on what? If they mention WELDERFABBER?
Yep, that's it.
I'll do. I'll do. Let's go. Right, let's see where we're up to with this bucket. Better be looking after this plasma. I am actually going to buy this. How's it going? That hasn't took too long, has it? Huh? That's flown off. So what I've got them to do, yeah, I've got them to take all the hangers off, and then so they can play at it with the gouger. But these hangers actually go right through to the other side. So I'm going to have to come up with a bit of a plan here on when the new hangers go on, because obviously they're going on in different positions. That goes right through, so that changes things up a little bit, whereas they don't go through the tube, they go around the tube. So as you can see here, where he's just gouged the weld off, whereas here they're going right through to the other side as it's a tip bucket. So I'm going to leave these bits on because we will the new hangers will land on here somewhere. We'll probably have to fill this in. I'm not exactly sure where the new hangers land just yet. What are you thinking of the plasma and the air arc?
Good, very good.
So you've been on the plasma?
Yeah.
What's this for?
Getting
a bit hot?
Very hot.
Is it getting hot?
Yeah.
Is it? Cal, have you got that dialed in yet?
We're getting there. A bit more practice.
That's pretty good though, that. That's pretty good. Is that the flush cut?
Yeah.
That's a flush cut. Why don't you do show us a run, Cal? Yeah. So as you can see here, it's gone right through. You can see the actual like little gap there, if you will. So this plate here can be gouged off all the way because it's welded across the top. Welded there, welded there, welded there. That piece could come off. Get a chisel under that and break that off. We want to leave that back piece in. You can see there. Go on then, Cal. I'm getting out of the way because it's noisy. Right, so as you can see, Cal's getting it dialed in a little bit there now. Probably taking a little bit too much material off, but practice will make perfection eventually. Quite happy with that. I mean, they've both got the good points, really, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. I'm buying that. I'm definitely going to get a set for the ARCAIR as well, because these will come in handy. It's like in certain spots where you can't get in with the plasma. Do you know what I mean? Like you can get up there with this. You're not going to get in there with plasma, are you? And I reckon I'm going to need a bigger set because I want to start running 10 millicarbons, yeah? So that set there, I'm not so sure if it'll run 10 millicarbons. We can get some in and try it. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit, boys. Right, so we will have that bucket ready for collection in the morning. So I've just spoke to Mullins, they're going to send her a high-ab outfit to pick them up. They'll pick both buckets up, so we'll go back to this in morning direction. Come out. Push it over here. So Mullins have just landed. Luke's driving truck today. This Volvo 540 beast. Look at it. Now that is a beast. Beast of a crane on it as well. So we had a few issues lifting these buckets off, or should I say this bucket. Yeah. I had to use two 20-ton machines to lift this off. So my little 5-ton crane wouldn't pick it up. So this is a low loader trailer that we're going to bang them on. Well, let's just go through what we've actually done at the back of this bucket before it goes. So as you know, we've been taking the hangers off, yeah? So we've cleaned them off. We've left this bit on because we're not sure where the other hangers are going to sit just yet, so we probably will, these will be filled in and a bit might be cut out for the loader arms on the 550. But what I have noticed is that's like double skinned, if you will. So that's your hanger bracket and it goes right through, yeah? So what we're going to have to do, depending on where the new brackets are going to sit, because it's only got one there in the centre for the dog bone, and then the others will be out here, there'll be two out here, do you know what I mean? Like this here. So basically these hangers are going to be exactly the same on this bucket, yeah? So obviously we're not going to take them hangers off, they're going to stay as they are. That's going to be a spare bucket for the 550, but this will go straight on the 550 when it comes back. So what I'm thinking is if the hangers are going to land where I think they're going to land, we'll probably have to roll a plate, yeah, roll a plate that'll sit against that, so we don't need to go inside, and we could cut slots out where these hangers are now to tie it back, to tie the plate back. So basically put like a 10-15 mm plate rolled onto there, tied back to these, and then we can put the new hangers to that, and then that'll be solid. But the guys who are doing it, Rob's doing it, Robert Mullins, he might have another idea in his head, which we will have a look when we get down there and see him. We will be going down to Mullins as progress goes on through this bucket. It'll be done over a couple of weeks, so it'll be in a few Chronicles. So hopefully we'll get it back within 2 weeks anyway. Oh, and today is a very good day for WELDERFABBER Limited, yeah, my own company, because we've purchased my own MIG. Right, so we've got a Kempi X5P fast MIG. Now that I did demo one of these, a month or two back, you might have seen it. I decided to buy one. And this is the guy I bought it off, Callum, from Brookside Welding Supplies. Tell us a little bit. All right, buddy. Tell us a little bit about this.
So it's a 400 amp pulse MIG with gouging capability. It's pulse, double pulse and synergic MIG and manual. It's got lift TIG built in. It's 60% duty cycle at 400 amps and it's 100% duty cycle at 350 amps.
So what carbons can we run at ARCAIR on this?
10 mil.
10 mil?
Yeah, 10 mil carbon.
So that's plenty for what we need.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I mean?
hopefully in the future, yeah, we might get a 500 in here as well. Make this place a bit more orange.
We'll see what deals we can come up with. We'll see how this performs over the next couple of months.
Aye, let's see how we get on.
I'm sure it's going to perform well. You know, I want to try the aluminium more than anything.
Yeah.
Aluminium welding on it.
Right,
I want to try the pulse. I want to get into the pulse, see how well the pulse works.
Yeah.
And we'll try all the other features, yeah?
Happy days.
So what we'll do, we'll go more into this on the Chronicles, and I might even do a separate episode just on this machine. So if you do want to know more about this machine, put it in the comments. Cheers, guys. Right, so these buckets are loaded on. I'd say you've got more than enough director for this chapter, yeah? So there will be more on these in the next chapters coming along. Progress, should I say. So yeah, please like and subscribe as always, it does help. And plenty of comments, and we'll read a few comments out. See you on the next one.